Dr. M. P. Jayaraman is an assistant professor in mathematics in L.N. Government College, Poneri. He has specialized on geometric function theory. With 14 years of teaching experience, he has handled topics on probability and queuing theory, discrete mathematics, random process, and engineering mathematics. Being a recognized supervisor for guiding PhD and MS students of Anna University, he is the reviewer of the journal Computer Mathematics and Applications. He has also written books on discrete mathematics and has also published papers in 28 international publications, in 4 national publications, and has presented papers in 2 international and in 2 national conferences.
Welcome you all for UGC lecture series in mathematical sciences. In today's session, we are going to solve a n-job 2 machines problem with the help of n-job 2 machines algorithm. We have already seen algorithm for n-job 2 machine. Let me recap. First, we have to examine mi1 and mi2, and we have to choose the minimum of mi1 and mi2. If this minimum be mk1 for some I equal to k, then we have to do the kth job first. Suppose the minimum is mr2 for some I equal to r, then we have to do the rth job last. Step 3 is, if there is a tie in minimum of mk1 and mr2, then we have to do kth job first and rth job last. Suppose there is a tie of minimum occurs among mi1s, then in such a case select the job corresponding to the minimum of mi2s and process it first. Suppose there is a tie for the minimum occurs among mi2s, then select the job corresponding to the minimum of mi1s and process it in the last. Now, the fourth step is cancel all the jobs which are already assigned and repeat the process from step 1 to 3 until all the jobs are assigned. So, now with the help of this algorithm, now we try to solve a problem. Find a sequence that minimize the total elapsed time required to complete the following tasks on a machine M1 and M2 in the order M1, M2. Also find the minimum total elapsed time. So, each task and processing time for each machine is given. So, the given problem is consisting of 9 tasks and 2 machines problems. So, the given problem is 9 jobs and 2 machines problems. For each and every jobs for each machines, the processing time is given. Now, the processing order is M1, M2. So, each and every task first process through machine 1 and then by machine 2. So, the processing order is M1, M2. Each task first processed by machine 1 and then by machine 2. So, a 9 job is given and 2 machines are given. Processing time for each machine for each job is given and processing order is given. From this, we have to find the minimum total elapsed time. Now, we tabulate each processing time of each machine corresponds to each job here. We have to choose the minimum of mi1 and mi2. For that, among all the processing time of each machines, we have to select the smallest. Here, the smallest is 2, which corresponds to the job A under the machine 1. Therefore, first we have to select the task A first. So, the optimal sequence is A first. So, the order of cancellation is first we have to cancel the task A. After choosing the task A, go for the next smallest. The next smallest is 3, which occurs in 2 places, corresponds to machine 2 and corresponds to the task E and G. So, the next smallest is 3, which occurs in 2 places, corresponds to task E and G. So there is a tie. So since tie occurs, to select either of these tasks first, we should look into the corresponding processing time under machine 1. Now for these three, the corresponding processing time under machine 1 is 6, and for this 3, the corresponding processing time under machine 1 is 7. Among these two, the minimum is 6. Therefore, next we have to select the task E. After selecting the task E, we have to select the task G. Since this minimum occurs corresponds to machine 2, we have to select the task E in the last. After selecting E, next we have to select the task G. So after selecting 2, the next smallest is 3, corresponds to machine 2, occurs in 2 places. Therefore there is a tie occurs. Since tie occurs in this place, we have to look into the processing time corresponds to machine 1 for task E and G. Among these two, minimum is 6. So we have to select the task E last. Next we have to select the task G. So the order of cancellation is E should be cancelled 2, and for G it is 3. So after selecting this, the next smallest is 4. But 4 occurs in 4 places, corresponds to the task C under machine 1, and corresponds to task D under machine 2, and corresponds to task I under machine 1. Now we look into these 4 corresponds to machine 1. For these 4, in order to select either of these, we have to look into the processing time corresponds to 4 under machine 2, which is 7, and for this 4, 11. So among this 7 and 11, the minimum is 7. Since the minimum is 7, next we have to select the task E next to the first. So the order of cancellation is 4. So we have to select this task, which should be placed in the next to the first. So next to the first, next task is C. After selecting the task C, next we have to select the task I. Therefore the next task is I. The order of cancellation is 5. Now that same force occurs under the machine 2, correspond to the task D. So next we have to select this task D. Therefore order of cancellation is 6. So next we have to select the task D, which should be placed next to the last. So we place D here. So the next smallest to 3 is 4, which occurs in 3 places. So out of which corresponds to M1, it occurs in 2 places, and under the machine 2 it occurs in 1 places. So among these two, we have to select C task first and next I task second. Since it's come under machine 1, we have to place next to the first. Therefore we place C and I. Then this task D should be placed next to the last, which we placed here. So after selecting 4, the next smallest is 5, which occurs in 2 places, which occurs here and here, both occurs under the machine 1. Since there is a tie, to select among this B and H, we look into the corresponding processing time under machine 2, which is 8, and here which is 8. So both are same. So in such a case, arbitrarily we can either select B first, H next, or H first, B next. Since the corresponding process time is 8 occurs in both B and H, either we can select B first, H next, or H first, B next. So I'll select B first and H next. Since it's come under machine 1, we have to place this task next to the first. So here B and next H. So the order of cancellation is here 7 and here 8. So the only task left out is F, which should be placed here. So for this problem, the optimal sequence is A, C, I, B, H, F, D, G, H. So with this optimal sequence, now we try to calculate the total elapsed time. So the optimal sequence for the given problem is A, C, I, B, H, F, D, G, E. So this is our optimal sequence. For this optimal sequence, now we have to calculate the total minimum elapsed time for each machine 1 and 2. So for machine 1, I will calculate the time in and time out. Similarly for machine 2, time in and time out. With this we can calculate elapsed time. The first task to be performed is A. For A, the end time is 0. Now to calculate the timeout for task A, we have to make use of the processing time for machine 1 and machine 2. For machine 1 the processing time is 2, for machine 2 the processing time is 6. Therefore, the time out for task A is 0 plus 2, 2, and the end time for machine 2 is 2 and the processing time for machine 2 is 6. So 2 plus 6, 8. So after performing the task A, the next task to be performed is C. For C, the end time is 2. Now in order to calculate the out time for machine for task C, we make use of the processing time for machine C. The processing time for task C is, for under machine 1 is 4, under machine is 7. Therefore, for C, the time out is 2 plus 4, which is 6, and in time for machine 2 is 8. So processing time for C is 7. So 8 plus 7, 15. The next task to be performed is I. For I, the end time for machine 1 is 6 and the processing time under machine 1 is 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. And for machine 2 correspond to task I, the end time is 15 and the processing time is 11. So 15 plus 11, 26. So the next we have to perform the task B. For task B under machine M1, the end time is 10. For B under machine 1, the processing time is 5. Therefore 10 plus 5, 15. And the end time for machine 2 is 26 and the processing time for the task B under machine 2 is 8. Therefore 26 plus 8, 34. Let's have a break. Welcome back. Before break, with the help of n-job 2 machines algorithm, we are calculating a optimal sequence for the given problem. Now with the help of this optimal sequence, we try to calculate the total minimum elapsed time. The next task to be performed is H. For the task H, the end time of machine 1 is 15. Now for the task H, in order to calculate the out time, we should make use of the processing time for the task H. For the task H, for machine 1 the processing time is 5 and for machine 2 the processing time is 8. So we make use of that one. So end time is 15 and the process time is 5. So 15 plus 5, 20. Now end time for machine 2 is 34, corresponding process time is 8. Therefore by adding we will get 42. Now next task to be performed is F. For that F under machine 1 the starting time is 20. So for F the process time is 8. So 20 plus 8, 28. And for machine 2 for task F 42 and the processing time is 9. So 42 plus 9, 51. In the same way, for the next task D, the in time is 28 and the corresponding processing time under machine is 9. So 28 plus 9, 37, and that of machine 2 is 51, and for D the processing time under machine 2 is 4. So 51 plus 4, 55. Next, for the task G, the in time is 37 and for task G the processing time is 7. So 37 plus 7, which is 44. For the task G under machine 2, the starting time is 55 and the processing time is 3. So 55 plus 3, 58. Now for the final task E, the starting time is 44 and for E under machine 1 the processing time is 6. So 44 plus 6, 50. Now for the machine 2, the starting time is 58. Under the task E, the processing time is 3. So 58 plus 3, 61. So for the machine M1 and M2, for this task the total minimum elapsed time is 61 hours, because that 61 is the time in between starting the first job and finishing the last job, which will be 61. So for this problem, total elapsed time is 61. Now we have to calculate the ideal time for machine 1 and machine 2. Now the ideal time for machine 2 is this 2 hours. So machine 2 starts its work only after the 2 hours. Therefore the ideal time for machine 2 is 2 hours. Now in order to calculate the ideal time for machine 1, the machine 1 completes its job at the 50th hour, but machine 2 completes its work only in the 61st hour. Therefore the ideal time for machine 1 is 61 minus 50, which is 11 hours. So for the given problem, the total elapsed time, the time in between completing the first job and the last job is 61 hours. The ideal time for machine 1 is 11 hours and the ideal time for machine 2 is 2 hours. Next problem is, we have 7 jobs, each of which has to be go through the machine M1 and M2 in the order M1, M2. Processing time for each job under each machine is given here. There are 7 jobs 1 to 7. For job 1, the processing time under machine 1 is 3, for 2 12, for 3 15, then next 6. For job 5, processing time under machine 1 is 10, next for job 6 is 11 and for job 7 is 9. Similarly, processing time for each job under machine 2 is given below 8, 10, 10, 6, 2, 1, 3. Now our aim is determine the sequence of this job that will minimize the total elapsed time T. So the given problem is a 7 job 2 machines problem. The processing order is M1, M2. Now we have to find the optimal sequence for the given problem. So in order to find the optimal sequence, first we tabulate the given jobs and each and every machine's processing time. Now with the help of algorithm, first we have to determine the optimal sequence for the given problem. So first we will construct the optimal sequence for the given jobs. So there are 7 jobs. Now as per algorithm, in order to determine the optimal sequence, first we look into the minimum among all the processing time. Here among all processing time, the smallest is 1, which comes under machine 2, corresponds to job 6. Therefore first we have to cancel this job. Since the smallest occurs corresponds to job 6 under machine 2, we have to place this job 6 in the last. The minimum occurs corresponds to job 6 under machine 2, therefore this job 6 should be placed in the last. So after cancel the job 6, next we go for the smallest. So next smallest is 3, which occurs in 2 places. One corresponds to job 1 under machine 1, another corresponds to job 7 under machine 2. So next we have to cancel the job 1. So the next cancellation is job 1. Since this minimum occurs under the machine 1, this job 1 should be placed in the first. Next, minimum 3 comes under machine 2, corresponds to job 7. Therefore, job 7 should be placed next to the last. So job 7 should be placed here. So the order of cancellation is job 7 is 3. So next smallest to 3 is 6, which occurs in 2 places, corresponds to job 4 under machine 1 and machine 2. So there is a tie. The minimum occurs in corresponds to job 4 under machine 1 and machine 2. So since tie occurs, that too corresponds to a particular job 4, here the order of choice is immaterial. That means either we can select job 4 in the first or next to the last, because 6 occurs under machine 1 as well as under machine 2. If we consider this 6, job should be placed in the first next to the first. If we consider this 6, since this 6 comes under machine 2, job 4 should be placed next to the last, but we will choose this 6 comes under machine 1, therefore job 4 should be placed next to the first, so we place the 4 next. So here the order of cancellation is 4. So next smallest to 6 among the unselected job is 10, which occurs in 3 places. 10 here corresponds to job 2 under machine 2, corresponds to job 3 under machine 2, and corresponds to job 5 under machine 1. Now this 10 comes under machine 1, corresponds to job 5, therefore I will select job 5 next to the first, therefore I will assign 5 here. So the order of cancellation is 5. Now there is a tie occurs in this 10 and in this 10 comes under machine 2, corresponds to job 2 and 3. Now for this 10, the corresponding processing time under machine 1 is 12, and for this 10 the corresponding processing time under machine 1 is 15. Among these two the minimum is 12, therefore I have to select job 2 first, which should be placed next to the last. So I will place 2 here. Next I will place 3. So the order of cancellation is 6 and 7. So for the given problem, the optimal sequence is 1 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 7, 7 to 6. So the optimal sequence is first select job 1 first, next 4, next 5, and then 3, and then 2, and then 7, and then 6. Now with the help of this optimal sequence, next we have to calculate the total elapsed time. In order to calculate total elapsed time, we make use of the optimal sequence and processing time for each and every machines. Now for machine 1, we calculate time in and time out, and machine 2 time in and time out. Now the first job to be performed is 1. For that, machine starts at 0 hours. Now for machine 1, the processing hours under M1 is 3 and under machine 2 is 8. So with the help of this processing hour 3 and 8 for machine 1 and machine 2, we calculate the time out of machine 1 and machine 2 corresponds to job 1. Therefore job 1, the time out of for machine 1 is 0 plus 3, 3, and machine 2 starts only at 3rd hour. So for that the processing time is 3, so 3 plus 8, 11. Now next job to be performed is 4. For 4 the starting time is 3. For 4 under machine 1 the processing time is 6. Under machine 2 also the processing time is 6. Therefore 3 plus 6, 9. Here the starting time is 11. The processing time is 6. So 11 plus 6, 17. Now the next job to be performed is 5, which has a starting time 9. For job 5, the processing time under machine 1 is 10. therefore 9 plus 10 19. Now normally we start with the starting time for job 5 is 17, but here after completing the job 4, next we have to perform the job 5. Job 4 is completed by machine only at the 17th hour. Job 5 be completed by machine 1 in 19th hour. So for machine 2, the job 5, the starting time is only 19th hour, not a 17th hour, because after completing job 4, the next job to be performed is 5, but job 5 completed by machine only in the 19th hour. So for machine 2, job 5 should be started only in the 19th hour, not at the 17th hour. For job 5, under machine 2, the starting time is 19 and the corresponding process time is 12, therefore 19 plus 12, 31. In the same way, for each and every job, we can easily compute the time in and time out of each machine, which we listed here. For machine 3, it is 19 and ending 34, and here it starts at 34 and 44. Machine 2, in order to perform job 3, it should start only at 34th hour. In the same way, for job 2, the starting time is 34, ending time is 46, and for machine 2, starting time is 46, ending time is 56. And that of job 7, starting time is 46 and it is 55, and for machine 2 56 and 59. So for job 6, under machine 1 the starting time is 55, ending time is 66, under machine 2 starting time is 66 and 67. Now here the total elapsed time is 67 hours. Now the ideal time for machine 1 is, it completes its work 66 hours, but the total job should be completed in the 67th hour only. Therefore ideal time for machine 1 is 1 hours. Now in order to calculate the ideal time for machine 2, we should look into the table. For the first one, the ideal time for machine 2 is 3. Next, ending time is 11, starting time is 11, there is no ideal time. But for next, ending time is 17, in order to perform the next job, it should start only at 19, therefore the difference ideal time is 2. Similarly, here it is ending 31, starts at 34, so ideal time is 3. The same way, here the ideal time is 46 minus 44, which is 2. Here it's ended at 56th hour, started at 56th hour, no ideal time. But here it's completed job 7 in the 59th hour and it starts the job 6 at 66th hour, therefore difference is 6. So total ideal time for machine 2 is sum of these two, which is 17 hours. So for this problem, total elapsed time is 67 hours and ideal time for machine 1 is 1 hour and for machine 2 is 17 hours. So a sequencing problem is finding an appropriate order for a series of jobs to be done in a finite number of service facilities with some pre-assigned order, so that the total time taken to finishing all the job is minimum. Question: we have 7 jobs and 2 machines. For this 7 job 2 machines, find the optimal sequence and find the total elapsed time. Thank you.